Doug MPA back with another video. Guys, I talk about debt and women all the time on my channel. Women have a lot of mortgage debt, a lot of student loan debt, a lot of consumer debt, make less than men and spend more money. Guys, watch out for economically unattractive women. A woman's debt should be a disqualifier for serious consideration for a relationship or marriage. And so this article is called Girls, Young Women Want to Be Homeowners by Age 30 Study Finds. Here's how they could achieve that goal. So let's read this article and try and understand this motivation that women have to buy homes in the most toxic housing market in the last 30 years. Home values are out of control. Interest rates are like 8.5%, 9%. But women in the last 3 years have bought homes. I've done videos on my channel saying that 70 to 80% of people who bought homes in the last 2 years regret their purchase. And women are still buying homes and still want to buy a house by the time they're 30. So let's get into this article. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, especially if you support me, what I'm doing over here. And I'm just going to give my take real fast. When a man buys a home, he says, hey, you know what? I can put a wife and children in this house. And if a man is not really ready to do that, he won't buy a house. Some men will buy homes as a real estate investment, but it's only a small percentage of men who have the capital to be able to do that. Women, a single woman who buys a house as a status symbol and as a disqualifier for potential suitors. Okay, a woman will say, "I have my own house. I'm a homeowner," and then she won't deal with a guy who doesn't own a house. That is the difference. And one other thing, a man will move a woman into his house, let her nest in his house. She'll move into his house, change all the furniture around, move all his stuff into the basement where he has a man cave in his own a man cave in his own house. Women will never give a man that same respect ever. Don't move in with a woman, guys. In fact, I'll go so far as to say if a woman owns a home before she's 35, it's a red flag. It's a red flag, guys. Run away because her pathology is all wrong. You should want to buy a house with your significant other, with your husband, ladies. Anyway, about 52% of young women ages 7 to 21 want to be homeowners by the time they're 30 years old, a recent report found. Despite current high rates and low inventory, this generation has time on their side, experts say. Oh, really? Really? Here are 3 components to being able to buy you your first home. Girls and young women want to be homeowners by the time that they're 30, a higher priority than even getting married or earning a lot of money, guys. Good Lord. So, and here's the thing. I know we always talk about male-dominated industries. Women do, those male-dominated industries. A lot of female-dominated industries are front-loaded on pay. Hairstylists, massage therapists, nurses. The average person leaving college makes about $40,000 a year. Teachers make about $40,000 to $50,000 a year out of college. Nurses make like $65,000 a year, $70,000 a year out of college. A lot of female-dominated fields are front-loaded on the pay, but the problem is they cap out at around, right around 35 is when male-dominated careers pass the pay of female-dominated careers and keep going. Okay, men start earning more right around 35 and keep earning more. So women in a predominantly female-dominated career like nursing may be able to afford a house when they're the 20, 25, 30, but a lot of men can't, and that's the problem. And what these women don't realize is you're locking yourself into 30 years of debt by yourself at a young age. Go for it, ladies. No one's going to stop you. About 52% of young women, 7 to 21, want to buy a house by 30, the most of any goal according to Girl Guiding To compare, 48% want to be married by age 30, and 39% said it's a goal to earn a lot of money. The organization polled 2,614 girls and young women in the UK between the ages of 7 and 21 earlier this year. So this is in the UK. The report echoes findings from U.S. teens, 85% of whom think owning a home is part of the good life. While teens dream of owning a home years from now, it's a daunting market right now. Houses are more expensive than they were pre-pandemic, and mortgage rates are higher. The median U.S. home sales price rose 3% year over year to $420,846 in August, the largest annual increase since October of 2022. Experts say prices are not likely to come down anytime soon, as the Federal Reserve may continue its interest hikes later in the year, and homeowners face a low supply. On the other hand, young adults looking ahead to homeownership have time on their side. There's going to be a market crash, guys. It has to be, because this housing market is crazy. It's crazy. Go on Zillow or Redfin, look at the price of the house, and they usually have a spot where you can hit a down arrow and see the prices back of a home back in 2018, 19, 17, 16, 15. Look at what the house you're trying to buy was listed as back in 2015, guys. It's crazy. And women are still buying houses right now. They're still buying cars. These women are making themselves economically unattractive. Ladies, if you have a high mortgage rate, a high car payment, you are resigning yourself to being single. Because, guys, we're not standing for it anymore. If you have too much debt, you're out. And, guys, ask a woman about her debt up front. Hopefully, by the time they're ready to buy, we will be in a different rate environment. There will be more inventory and a more balanced real estate market. Okay, 3 components to buying your first home, ladies. Middle school and high school students can earn a down payment. The down payment for a home is the biggest hurdle for most home buyers. Although the standard is 20%, you can get by with much less. Shoppers come up with 6 to 7% as a down payment on their first home. Savings account, Roth IRA. Okay, credit score. This is a big one. When you apply for your mortgage, banks will look at your credit score, which is a measure of how well you manage your debt. The score generally ranges between 300 and 850. The higher the score, the lower, the better. And income. Having a good income can also make you a more competitive buyer. Lenders look at your debt to income ratio to figure out how much mortgage debt you can take on. If you haven't been working in a job for 2 years and your income is based on bonus or commissions, you may need a parent or a family member. Okay, understanding what it is to be a homeowner. If homeownership is a goal for early adulthood, it's important to anticipate your responsibilities. Mortgage, property tax, insurance costs, utility maintenance costs. And here's the thing. The luxury car market is plagued with people that buy Mercedes and BMWs, and they only factor in the car payment but not the maintenance. Guys, there's a study that came out in 2022 that showed that you pay $15,000 to maintain a Mercedes or a BMW over 10 years. And that's a cost that people don't factor in. It's the same way with a house, guys. You have to factor in maintenance costs. If you're right at it each month with your mortgage and your water heater goes out, you're screwed. So take that into consideration. Your first home will not be your forever home. It may not have dream amenities, an open air kitchen, fireplace, or a pool in the backyard. I'm hoping that we start to see a turnaround with this whole motivation to buy a home thing. Guys, ladies, you should want to buy a house with your husband. Life is about building a good relationship is about first. I don't know how we've numbed ourselves to that. Why? How do people want to travel to different countries by themselves? Don't you want to share that with someone? Don't you want to buy your first house with someone? Because us guys do. It makes us feel good as men to be the first person that you've done something with. Guys want to be your first marriage, ladies. Guys want to have their first kid with you. But women just want to do all the stuff by themselves. And hey, hey, go for it. But don't be surprised if a guy disqualifies you because you bought your first home by yourself. You bought your first new car by yourself. You've had a first kid by yourself. No, we're not standing for it. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.